Okay. Welcome to the laser cutter demonstration video part 3. In this part, I'm going to show you how to use a software called CorelDraw to send a file that you had saved as a DXF file on your thumb drive to be cut by the laser cutter. So first, we're going to open up CorelDraw from the desktop. Also going to put my thumb drive in the computer. I'm going to start a new blank document. I'm going to give it a name. In this case, I'm going to be cutting 4 wheels. And it's important to make sure that whatever the size of material is that you have in there, it has the correct dimensions here. So it's 24 inches wide and 12 inches high. That's what I have saved in there. I think the default is 12 by 12, so you'll probably have to change that. Click OK, and it'll start this document. Next, you're going to import a file from your thumb drive. So File, Import, and find the drive that you just or the file that you just saved. It's going to ask you some information. Is it in inches or metric? Is it 1-to-1 scale? Yes, yes, yes. You'll notice when I place it here, it actually has some text. It says SolidWorks Educational Version. I'm just deleting that. This interface is a lot like Microsoft Word, so you're probably pretty comfortable with it. If you were to zoom in on this, you'd see that there's a bigger circle for a wheel and a smaller circle for a hole that's going to be cut with the wheel. I'm going to group these so that they stay together as I move them. And then I'm going to move them so that I'm using the space very well on the actual material that I'm cutting. So I'm moving it to the top left corner. A nice trick for this is to use the X and Y coordinates to place it in specific locations. So I'm placing it 1 inch over and 11 inches up. And then in this case, I'm going to cut 4 wheels. So I'm going to copy and paste. And see, about 2.5 over, 11 inches up. Copy and paste this, and I could do that 4 times to make sure that I have 4 different wheels to cut out. Okay, I'm just going to leave it as 2 for now. Once I'm done with that, then I'm going to go to Print. So File, Print. And you have to set up the print settings for it to cut or for it to engrave. So before you print, select Preferences. And there are options for how you're going to be cutting this. There's one that says Vector. Vector is for cutting. There's another that says Raster. Raster is for engraving, which means burning into the wood, but not cutting through the wood so much. So if you have a design or a logo you might want to be engraved on the top, that's different from cutting through the wood so that you have a part that can come out. And you can actually do files that combine that do both. You do engraving and vector cutting, and I think I'll do that on a separate video, how to do both. In this case, we're just doing vector cutting. Then we want to set the settings. We can tell the printer head how fast we want it to be moving. We can set the speed, and we can also tell the laser how hot we want it to be. The speed is a number from 0 to 100. We're going to do 20 for this particular kind of wood. And the power, I'm going to set at 100 because I want it to be cutting as far down as it can. Click OK. And we're almost done. Click Print. And once you do that, it's actually sending it to the printer itself. Okay, that's it.
Okay.